Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how to make viral videos with Canva and Flipagram. In the first video we covered the Canva bit. Now we're going to take a look at Flipagram, and I've already uploaded, as you saw, the pictures to my iCloud, so that these pictures should now be available in Flipagram. So using Air Server, I'm now going to go over and take a look at Flipagram. So here we are in Flipagram, and let's just have a quick run through of what we can see on the screen. Don't worry about the Flipagram ideas. Let's just start off. You can see in the bottom left hand corner you got the light bulb, the eye is the search button, the head and shoulders is your library, and then the cog is settings. And let's just press on cogs because I want to show you the sharing settings. I've got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and Tumblr set up, and when you first load your Flipagram app, that's what you need to go and do first, is to go and connect all these sharing buttons. So going back to the start again, let's go and create our Flipagram. Now we're going to do it from the photos we uploaded, and they're in the photo stream, and there you can see at the bottom are the photos we want. So I'm going to select the images I want, and don't worry at this point about the order of them. And there's a couple more here. So that's what we want, and I then go next. And now this is the platform for my my Flipagram. Now I've got to make sure I've got them in the right order. Okay, so let's just change these around. Fine. So I want to have the online, and all you do is you put your finger on them and literally drag and drop. So I'm going to Online Learning Podcast, episode 62. Now I want Michelle's name up there. So we're going Michelle Berner. The click now and listen is going to be the last one, so we can move that down. In fact, we want to move that down to there. Michelle Berner is an IT educator, and she then says discusses Pixlr and her Udemy course. Pixlr Power discusses image software, Pixlr, and her Udemy course, Pixlr Power. Click now to listen. So that's done. Now, if I wanted to change anything in one of these, I can just click on the image, and now I can go in, I can rotate it, I can duplicate it, I can add text, or indeed I can delete it. So you see how simple that is to do. And then I just say done, and then at the top right hand corner I just press next, and it puts the photos together. So now I've got it set up. The next thing to do is to look at the speed, and it'll auto set. If you go to Flipagram, it'll run for 30 seconds. If you go to Instagram, it'll run for 15. So I'm going to say I want Instagram. So now it says video length 15, and I say done. So the first thing we want to do is take a look at the audio we want to add to the track. You can either take a piece of music from your own, or you can go and find music now, or you can put a voice narration on it. But let me just give you a demonstration on the find music, because it goes off and it'll make some suggestions for the music. And what I want to show you is the fact that you can get some quite good music, and it's free. So let's look at Ray LaMontagne Supernova, and you see there it says use 30-second preview free. Well, that's really quite funky music. I'm actually going to not do that. I'm going to use music I've already got, and Sideburn Strut is the jingle from our GarageBand that I use in my podcast. So I want to keep the sort of sound branding going, so I'm going to actually use that piece of music. Now I also know I've just got to edge it along a little bit to make sure that it finishes at the right. So let's see what that sounds like. Now you'll see that ended slightly prematurely, so I'm just going to edge it along a little bit further, and I'm going to perfect this, and then we'll be ready to go again. Okay, now I'm happy with the music, and the last thing we can take a look at is filters, to see if you want to play around. And you can see there's a Chaplin, which is black and white, Socrates, which makes it sort of sepia, and you've got all these brilliant filters which are very similar to the filters you find in Instagram. And it's just a question of finding one that really makes the colours and everything stand out. I like filters. I think they can really add something to the eye-catchiness of your production. Right, that's the one I'm going to go for. It's actually called Kafka in in Flipagram. So that's done. Now, if I wanted to add text, I could add text, but that is pretty well finished. So it says, are you ready to finalize your Flipagram? And you click on yes, and now it'll finalize it. And as you can see, it happens quite quickly. Your Flipagram's been created, and now you can share it. So let's go and share this to Flipper, to Facebook to start with. And at this point, you get the option to put in some text. Now, I strongly recommend you put text in here to make sure that the search engines can find it, and actually using the text which is similar to your the text in your little video is a good way to make sure that happens. Don't be afraid to use hashtags. Definitely leave the Flipagram hashtag in there. And make sure you put your URL of where you want to send people in as well. So I'm just going to go and do that. So now I've got this into the text. Michelle Berner, IT educator, discusses image software, Pixlr, and her Udemy course, Pixlr Power Online Learning Podcast, episode 62. Click now to listen, and then there's my link. Actually, I want to add the link to the actual episode itself. OLP 062. So that'll take us straight to the show notes. And you then, if you want to tag anybody, if you've got people in your list, you hit the plus there. I'm going to leave that blank for the moment, and then you just hit post. And this will now go and post itself to Facebook. And it is easy as that. The next one I'm going to show you once this has happened is Instagram. So there we are. I've got the tick, and now it's pasted to Facebook. Now let's see what happens when I press on the Instagram button. Now what it does is it copies the text to the Flipboard, okay, and then it tells you to go to Instagram, and then you go and do all the work from Instagram. So you now click on Instagram. It opens Instagram for you. I need to go to my camera roll and the videos. That's the one I want. Discusses. That's the one we just created. So we'll see that. And just as a point, you'll see that my the show notes URL at the bottom is high enough up that it doesn't get covered by the Flipagram logo, which is what I was trying to do, and I explained in the first one. So we select that one and just go next. Now I don't want to add any more filters to this, so I'm just going to go and press next. Now you have to write your caption, and if you tap on the screen and go paste, it will copy a set of words across that it's put together. But actually what we want to do is to have the same words we had in the Flipagram caption, and that's what I'm going to go and find and actually paste in myself. So there we go, I've pasted the caption I want in here. Now at this point you then can have a choice. I've just sent it to Facebook, so I'm not going to send it to Facebook, but from here I can send it to Tumblr, Twitter and Foursquare, which is what I'm going to do. So there's 4 places you can share it in Instagram, and as when we go back to Flipagram, you'll see the other places. So once you've got this set up, it's very easy to syndicate your little video out into the social media ecosystem and get thing. And somebody's just joined my Udemy Design Secrets course. Isn't that wonderful? Because I've just earned a little bit of money. So all you do then is press share, and off it goes. And there you are. It's posted to Instagram, and you need to make sure that it does get posted and it doesn't fail. And that's quite important. So let's just go back to Flipagram for a moment. So here in Flipagram, you can see we've dealt with Instagram and Facebook. You can send it to Twitter. You can send it to Pinterest, which is really helpful. You can put it up on YouTube, which is great. You can send it to WhatsApp. You can email it to somebody. You can send it as a text message. And if you want to, you can copy the link, which is very helpful if you want to post it in somebody's site. So I might actually just do that because I've got an idea to deal with that. Or you can just send it to Tumblr. So you've got at your fingertips this wonderful ability to share this little video you just created. So that's how you create a viral video using Canva and Flipagram. And I'm sure if you're more creative than I am, and that wouldn't be very difficult, you can make something even more impactful. But you can see from these various steps, it's actually very straightforward. So I hope you get a lot out of that. I hope you find it very helpful and a lot of fun. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon in another one of my videos.